how does trust relate to revenue? And that seems like this really way out there big idea. Like, how does this thing trust relate? Well, the first thing that pops in my head is renewals and upgrades. I tell my staff all the time, this. If we sign up a student, we put on a basic training program, which is 6 months long. We can expect a student 3-4 months into their training to renew on the black belt training, this 36-month program, this $6,000 program. I mean, how does that happen? How does a person go from being a stranger to trusting you enough to take in your advice, your leadership, your guidance, believe in you, and enrolling onto this program? Trust has got to be built. And in our schools, that's a big part of what we're about. We follow what we call P to the third power. Number one, you got to have a passion for martial arts. You got to really love martial arts. You got to, as Zig Ziglar would say, you have to have bought the cookware. You got to be in. You got to buy into it. You got to believe in what martial arts is really all about and what it can do for people. It's a very powerful lifestyle if you teach martial arts. I don't care what system you are. I'm a Krav Maga school, but my students still learn the traditional values of martial arts because they're so powerful, and they've made such a difference in my life, and I'm sure yours. So you got to be a believer in martial arts, and that belief should drive you to want to share this with as many people as you can. And that's not a play on words. That's the truth. The second P, though, is you got to love people. If you don't love people, you're in the wrong business. But you got to love people, and you got to genuinely want to help them. And then our third P is you got to be responsible to be profitable. If you're not profitable, you can't help yourself, which means you're not going to be around for very long. You can't help your school, which means you're not going to be around for very long. And you can't help your staff, which means you're not going to be around for very long. So there's this balance in all of this. And it's got to be the win-win where, you're winning, the school's winning, the staff's winning, but the students win too. No losing here. So I think that over the past 30 years, that's kind of where we've come from in our systems is how do we make it so everybody wins? And because we have a love for people, we get it. We got to build trust with them. They got to see our heart. They got to know that we're in it for them. They got to see the value and benefits of training, how it can help them with their goals. They got to see the black belt lifestyle and what it can do for them in order for them to trust us enough to take that next step and go. So I think it's huge. I think it's the foundation of your school success is building trust. If you don't have trust with your students, they're not going to follow your leadership. They're not going to believe you, and they're certainly not going to follow your guidance. And if you don't have trust with your staff, it's the same thing. If they think that you're only in it for them, they're not going to follow you. They're going to know at the end of the day that when it comes time to make decisions, you're number one, you're first. Staff, in order to follow you, has got to feel that you've got their best interest in mind. So trust is the nucleus, in my opinion, of how this whole thing works. And I'm sorry if I kind of got off on a tangent, but it's a very passionate subject to me, and I try to get it across to my team. Thank you for taking time to watch this video, and hopefully I'll see you soon.